So this weekend, Georgia welcomed the University of Texas to the SEC. And I say that because, Texas has played a couple teams already in the SEC, but they played their foe, Oklahoma, which we know is probably dying to go back to the Pac-12. Or, I'm sorry, the Big 12, and Mississippi State, the bottom feeder of the SEC this year. So, I mean, Georgia absolutely dominated right out the gate. On the road, by the way, in Austin. Georgia was phenomenal. 10 and a half tackles for loss. That was including 7 sacks in there. That's part of that. 4 turnovers. They forced 3 fumbles on 3 from the quarterbacks, and then the interception of Quinn there. It was just absolute domination by Georgia. Georgia, in my opinion, showing that they are the best team in the land from top to bottom. And yeah, they had a bad first half against Bama. They had a bad game against Kentucky, which they've had 3 of the last 5 seasons that they've gone into Kentucky. They've struggled to score points there for whatever reason. So if you're going to hold that against them, then you can go back in history and we can see what they've done in those same years that Kentucky held them. But top to bottom, Kirby Smart he proved that he is the best coach in college football. He has the best program in college football for the last 3, 4, 5 years, whatever you want to call it. And the way that defense played, I mean, it was absolutely, it reminded you of the defense of a couple years ago where they had all these guys. That's what that defense reminded me of. And that's what I think that's the Georgia we're going to see from here on out. That's the Georgia you're going to get from here on out all the way through. And the way they looked yesterday, I think that's the national champion. I really believe it. I thought it was Ohio State. They were beat by Oregon. Oregon still, they lack something for me. I don't know what it is. But Georgia, just putting that whooping on what everyone agreed was the best team in the land, and to do it on the road and had those sour ass fans throwing beers and water bottles on the field because you didn't get a call. Then the refs phantomly give you a call like, oh, we discussed it. You only discussed it because you probably watched 10 replays while people were picking up beer cans and water bottles and all sorts of shit. And you decided, oh, we fucked up. So Texas still got that opportunity.
How garbage are their fans, though, for that?
That is ridiculous. And to me, I cannot stand that, which is why I hate fans of any team. I used to be a Dodger fan. I was never like that. I used to be a Niner fan. I was never, ever like that. Fans, you pay a bunch of money to go and watch the school, the MLB team, the baseball team, whatever, your team, your school, whatever it is. And for you to number one, disrespect your team, because in reality, you're disrespecting your team throwing shit on the field. Okay, you could hurt somebody. You're delaying the game. It is a total shit show. And it was ridiculous. And the whiny Texas Longhorns fans, you fuckers who think you're privileged. Austin is disgusting liberal fucking town. Okay, it's the worst city in all of Texas. Just so you know, fucking hippies. You're like Seattle of the South. Okay, you're on the verge of being Seattle of the South, Austin. And for you guys to do that, horns up. Fuck your horns. Fuck your horns. That was brutal, disrespectful. The refs gave you the call after they blew it, and refs blow calls all the time. I'm not saying that, but I have never, ever seen a play changed 2-3 minutes later, like, oh, there was a delay, oh, we fucked up. And they changed the play. Texas got right back into the game, and they couldn't even, the refs couldn't even help Texas yesterday. They tried to help Texas, and the refs couldn't even help Texas. So, Texas, welcome to the SEC. Georgia put the smack down on your ass. And that just shows you that you're not SEC material just yet. All right, guys, we're going to take a short break. But if you like our content, please make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Check us out on all our social platforms and anywhere you can find your podcasts.